are live. At least the microphone's like there. We go then. That button. Oh, right. It. Go. Welcome back. Yeah. I've set the sensitivity to almost nothing just so it gets rid of the Discord background. But your background is completely black. That's funny. Yeah, if you just all have like black backgrounds, you'll all be cut out. Could be good. It would be better if we were all aligned on the bottom though, but that is a horrible setup. Hey, look at that. Perfect. Right. So welcome back to DIREWOLF's episode. We are currently back at the HQ after a very successful. Does anyone want to? Cannot hear the others. Okay, let's do a quick sound check. I see it's not. Nothing quick. Like so. Now maybe.
Yeah. Also on stream, I'm literally just my head up. I don't mind that, but I'm just saying everybody else got so much torso.
Yeah.
That's.
I was gonna comment on that too.
I think it's kind of cute.
Well, if someone should be tidy, it should be you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. You should flip us for the immersion.
Right, should be better now.
Yeah.
So now the sound should be working as well. I will
Test.
start my. Does anyone want to give me a nice little recap of previous mission?
Yeah, I can, I guess.
Go ahead.
We went to, or we were sent to a museum, as is tradition for first missions for DIREWOLF agents, apparently. As there had been a murder, most and we were sent to investigate. We took every precaution, trying to figure out what it might be before arriving there, researching in the van and getting in contact with the museum administrator, who we met briefly before going into the premises. They talked to us about a dig they had in Southern America. For us, those of us in the know, dreadfully close to the Uxmal incident. And, well, one of the janitors had been found torn in sunder. And, yeah, that was not good. However, the administrator was told that there was a vermin emergency that needed to be taken care of by specialists, aka some weird people in suits coming out of a van. With no clear anti-vermin, equipment or anything.
Don't tell the DM the faults in the way we went in.
Well,
there were no faults in the way we went in.
I got a distinct wink feeling from this guy as well. Like, I don't know if it was just me.
That was just you. It was. He had been told a lie of why you were there, and maybe also charmed to make it extra believable. But that's it. He wasn't like brainwashed or anything. He was just charmed to believe the story.
Okay.
And so he didn't question the fact that you didn't have the right gear. He was just like, oh yeah, these guys are the exterminators.
Yeah. We're the consultants to the exterminators.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Yeah, just Mr. Bond coming into like your
Yeah.
workspace and just being like, "I'm here to kill rats." Like, okay, in a suit and tie. Okay, well, fine, I guess. But then we went in through the loading bay doors, and we found, well, a museum. Surprise, surprise. But there was mystery abound as we found a dead body torn asunder, as was described in the middle where the paintings were. And we went to the eastern wing. We saw a bunch of statues, 7, and we languished for a while trying to figure out if maybe one of these statues had come alive. So we went through a list that we'd received from the administrator and referenced all of the statues, and we figured out that we found out that apparently Triik has the ability to sense like memories or strong feelings attached to objects, which was very cool. So he went and did that a bunch. So we basically now figured out that we have the ability to not just get the vibes of people, but also of objects. So that's nice. We are a vibe check group. That's very clear. And we found out that there was nothing out of the ordinary with these statues. So we continued on to the reception, where we found a wash bucket, like a janitorial mop wash bucket thing that you have on a trolley. And one of the more observant players, actually, not just a character, but players, noticed that, hey, isn't it strange to have 2 of these? And especially one so far away from where the janitor was supposed to be. And so we deduced that, this is strange. I believe also earlier, Rai had found like water marks, like that led from the body or from the area of the body. After we heard like a door slam. Yeah, footsteps after we heard like a door open nearby, indicating to us that we were not alone. And as we approached, Sarah joked that this was clearly a mimic. Well, not joke, really. She doesn't. That was not a joke, but to me, the player, it was a joke. And as we approached, everyone just sort of readied up, expecting the worst. And we poked the trolley, and lo and behold, it was indeed a mimic. As it started attacking. Well, attacking is not really the right word.
I so much wanted to like make you guys believe it was a cursed artifact, and then maybe it was a haunting because it was different items, but you just immediately joked about the correct answer. I was like,
It happens.
yeah, it happens.
That's vibes. I feel that as a DM. So we had a bit of a kerfuffle with it. Rai got stickied to it as the mop ran away into the adjoining wing.
I imagine
and we had a bit of a chase.
I imagine Rai being pulled along like how a young person or elderly person is pulled after a big dog. Like, oh,
Yeah.
being pulled along, kind of half being dragged, half running.
And then we were put in an awkward situation where the tiny little pixie had to flutter her tiny little wings to keep up, and the not very quick Triik with his aquatic his aquatic sensibilities also had to try and chase this thing through its escape. However, as we found out, Kaito had the supernatural ability to JoJo walk. Which aided us greatly and allowed us to catch up to it by doing a tactical maneuver and going around it and intercepting it instead of chasing it. Whence we found it back in the painting room, where it had turned into a painting. but instead of it being difficult to find, it was fairly easy because the painting was still stuck to Rye. So that was
I mean,
fun.
the painting could have chosen to drop me at any point, but it didn't.
Well, it had an advantage with you, so why would it? And yes, we got a couple of good licks in, and Wounded it went and escaped through the crack in the door towards the storage bay. Whence we chased in towards it rapidly. It tried to hide at this point, but it didn't have a lot to go on, considering it didn't get the time to move. And we very quickly figured out that it was a broom, and we shot it to pieces and sufficiently killed it. And once we killed it, we apparently, I feel like we acted too competently almost, as we did our own cleanup. Like, instead of being like newbie recruits very excited about our first kill, we went, all right, let's clean up, because that's what all teenagers and people new to think
Hey,
about.
we are good agents.
That's not fun.
Like,
you can't start by being good.
The new Direwolf training regime have been very successful.
Yeah, they'd fucked up once before. They're not doing it again. And of course, it does help when you have like two people. I think like actually most of us, except for maybe Rye, are very like, let's read the rules pamphlet quite thoroughly kind of people. So I guess that probably helps.
Like there's 3 read the rules people and 1 just let's get shit done person, and that meshes fairly good.
Yeah. So
So
yes,
far.
we managed to do our own cleanup. Even took the bullets out of the walls and spackled the bullet holes. And then we went back to do our debriefing. And I think that's where we left off.
Yep, that is where we left off. So when you get back to the after you got back to the office, you had a debriefing with Magnus. This. Well, yeah. So you have a quick debriefing with Magnus as you get back to the HQ, and he welcomes you back, says good job, and he awards you your points, your APE, which we did do after session last time. Not the actual points, but we noted down which ones you had used. Also, before we go too much on, welcome in Marius and Ustra. So you've been awarded your points. He did give you extra, I seem to remember, for doing the cleanup as well, as that went under the helping other agents kind of thing, helping around. RP1. Did get that. And he says that you... he basically tells you he might have a new assignment for you already tomorrow. He's gonna double check. So basically you have the rest of the day off. We don't have to go into details with stuff, but if you want to do any shopping or like specifically like HQ stuff, try and interact with other members kind of thing.
I think Zara is going to want to go to the R&D lab. She's probably put in requests about this particular thing before, but she's very eager to figure out more because she needs to figure out what she's going to do with guns and being tiny.
Yeah.
She needs to know if they have a particular solution for that conundrum.
Yeah. So what you find out is you come to the R&D lab and there's just like a, I wouldn't necessarily say intern, but like a desk person handle the requisitions. And yeah, I didn't write down the name of the. I don't think no.
You move Sarah around or on post.
Oh,
Yeah, it's on post.
I can
Post.
There you go. You can move to where you are, and I'll get to you. So you there's just like this task person handling the requisitions, and you're like almost, I imagine you're almost like complaining a bit, like, yeah, have you filed the requisitions report? You don't, it seems like you don't have enough AP yet, and you're just like, yeah, but I need these weapons and ammo to function in the field. Like, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
And so you're arguing a bit and raising your voices a bit, and then Dr. Klein should have scientists. Here we go. Players. Dr. Klein, who is the woman in this picture, overhears this. And she comes up to see what's going on, and she recognizes you. Obviously, Zara has met her before.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she comes up and like, Zara, I have something to show you. Come here.
Oh, and we're not done with this. And then they point, like, looks over and like points at the guy she was arguing with. You will hear from me again.
I'll talk to you about it, sure.
And just angrily flies over towards towards Klein.
Yeah. So you go to Klein's desk at the back, and says that may not be the best solution, but until we get official paperwork done, I can fix you up.
Really?
So, again, fits desk, but literally under the desk, I have an air vent, an air duct. If you come there and I'm at my desk, I can fix you up with ammo. Guns,
Yes.
new guns might be an issue. You'll have to settle for what you have right now, but we can get a hold of guns from Unseen. So you'll have to go through the requisites for new guns, but the ammo I can fix you up.
Yeah. I was hoping I'd have to. I was hoping I didn't have to use the guns from the Unseelie. I've had a bit of a distaste for those. And they aren't really produced in the most ethical of circumstances.
I get that. We don't have that many.
Tiny people, you can say it.
Yeah. We don't have that many.
Oh yeah, it's a bit of an inconvenience, isn't it? Parading them around in human world, trying to fix the veil and stuff, being a little tiny fairy person. Now that's quite a challenge, isn't it?
It goes both ways. I heard Archangel has a massive demon man, so.
Right. Yeah, no, that's probably worse. He's probably hitting his head on a lot of things. Yeah. His
Also,
horns,
just
actually, probably.
yeah. Also, just like being big
Yeah, he
and
can't
standing
hide in a
out.
backpack.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No, that's
Oh,
a nice
speaking
thing
of,
to be
I
able
have
to
an
hide in a
idea for
backpack.
you there. And she shows you a blueprint of a backpack with it's basically so the whole like back side away from the person,
Mm-hmm.
the front side is like it has like
Mhm.
zips on the sides and Velcro on the top. Which means
Yeah.
in combat you can lower the zips on the side and then still be hiding, and then as soon as combat happens you can just pull off the Velcro and it's like a landing pad.
Jesus Christ.
And she shows you this.
She goes, ooh, but where will my TV be? And
Here
my whiteboard.
Here in the base. This is for missions,
Right.
Sarah.
Yeah, tactical
Yes.
deployment platform.
Yeah.
Not a house. Got it. Okay. No, thank you. Really, I really appreciate it. Honestly, I thought I'd be stuck with, just hiding a lot and shooting my bow, and I appreciate that. Given the circumstances, I have been given the opportunity to partake it all, really. And yeah, this helps a lot. Thank you.
She as she like you notice she has another blueprint as well, but it's underneath the one she's showing you, and you do notice that it just like a little note on the side, like it just says WTF, this is crap. Do you want to try and see what that is, or ask what it is?
Yeah, I'm going to do like a cheeky little like trying to get an angle on seeing it.
You could probably just lift up the top paper when she's not looking, because she is like
Yeah.
getting together a couple of bullets for you. So
Oh,
yeah,
I'm gonna use a little mage. I'm gonna probably use a little mage hand to do it like cheekily.
Yeah.
Without her seeing.
so you see, it's another idea for tactical deployment of Zara, basically of
Yeah.
fairies, sprites.
Oh, is it a springboard or like
No,
a catapult?
it's like a top hat. So
What
it's like
the
a literal helicopter pad you put on someone's head, basically. And
Oh Jesus!
Which
so
is-
Sarah is reading that, and she goes, and then she stops herself because she realizes she's not supposed to.
Yeah.
Like,
you can
I'm gonna head off now.
Yeah.
Thank you for your help.
yeah, you realize that the backpack solution is one of her better ideas.
Yeah. She tries not to laugh too much as she flies away.
But yeah, she just before you leave, she does give you a pack of a refill of your ammo.
Ah, thank you.
She does say that like if you come to her too often, you will need some pay, because it's hard to like she can mark a couple of the bullets as being gone missing because they're super tiny, but like
Yeah.
when they all go
fall
miss,
down, they fall down the cracks.
yeah,
Yeah.
but when they all go missing, if you ask for bullets too often, you'll basically just have to pay the normal ammo fee to get the gold. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
For cover. But that's basically, now you have like an RP reason to get your stuff in the right size.
Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you.
Yeah. Treik, or Greek. What's he doing?
He is. We've been here for like a year, right?
Roughly. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Puts
Right.
us into the awkward position
You-
of my character
you-
knowing what to do.
Yeah,
but
no,
not
you
me.
haven't been here for a year. You've been agents for a year. You
Hmm.
were remote. So in HQ,
Yeah, this is,
We got
He's checking out
relocated
his,
here like 2 days ago.
Awesome. He's checking out his habitat that he was
Yeah.
assigned
So you-
since he was a thresh.
yeah, so you were
Fresh.
assigned a habitat with room for aquatic species ancestors. There is Strike, and there is the other
Hmm.
guy. I can't remember the name you gave him, but there is
I am looking for it in the notes, and I can't see him anywhere.
no. But
I do not think I noted down
No,
that name.
I never said it. I just said that we can find that off stream or something, because it wasn't.
I've generated a bunch of names in the meantime, so just give me like
It's fine. It's
60 seconds, and I'm ready.
It's fine. It's no rush. But you are in the. He is there as well. Since you're just doing a quick research, I'll get back to you. Kaito. So I see you
Yes.
added the text. Nice. Thank you, whoever did that.
I did.
Nice. Kaito.
Nice. Yeah, Kaito is going to check how much AP points it's gonna cost to get his get a suit that is bulletproof, aka the one I looked at last time.
I have a very distinctive feeling that you basically just saw someone wearing that suit,
The thing-
like or something, and he was like, "Can I have that?"
I think it would be more like seeing it in movies and stuff. I mean, we have established Marvel Universe.
I could
It's
possibly
real,
just
so-
like go to the R&D
Yeah.
and kind of just like, hey,
Daredevil has this cool
I'm
suit.
squishy. I don't want to get out. I don't want to get hit by a bullet. Can we make my suit bulletproof?
Yeah. But yeah, so you basically you're and there it's basically like John Wick has a bulletproof suit, Kingpin has a bulletproof suit. Like why can't we? And yeah, you
Yeah, I'm not sure if in R&D lab or in the armory.
yeah
or
R&D lab,
wherever
R&D
this-
lab.
Yeah.
You come out or go in there. I assume like you saw Zara go in there, and
Yeah.
and then you're just walking somewhere else, and then you think like, yeah, they can probably fix that because it's research. And then
Mhm.
you head there, and you notice that Zara isn't in there, and you never saw her come out. You were just wandering the corridor for a bit. You never saw her come out because I assume you used the air vent. And but you come in there, and their own receptionist
Mhm.
takes your request and informs you we don't have anything like that. However, let's see. Starts typing on the computer. We do have a research program for subtle protection. Typing. There have been developments of a lightweight and thin protective cloth, Kevlar based, with slight enchantments. Let's see the status. Right, let's see. It seems like it is ready for field testing, but not yet approved. I will forward it and mark it up as urgent. Click. Right, so it is now scheduled for field testing, which means I will have a result for you in. When do we have a vacant slot? Maybe a week at most.
Fantastic.
Of course, the materials for this will cost you AP, but I will have at least the result of the field test ready in under a week.
Sure, I'll get AP in time. It's fine. It's fine.
It's kind of leave just saying that like it's fine. But yeah, basically I know you saw it on the items we'd added, but that is also like with the clause that it is very experimental. It's not like everyone is walking around with Kevlar 3-piece suits. So
Yeah, because it's not in the Guns and Glory, but it is in the items list
Yeah.
and the armor.
yeah, because we
So-
made stats for it, but they don't have it.
Yes.
But it is
That is completely fine.
yeah, as I mentioned, it is something being researched, and they
Mhm.
have she has moved it up in this schedule.
Yep. After that, I probably end up going to the library to look for some books.
Yep.
And just like hang out.
And I will go back to Trek. Did you find a name for him?
Yeah, I did. His name is Krilthar.
Qatar. Feel free to add a Qathar's room.
Sure.
Yeah, he is in the habitat room currently. You do know that like the rooms themselves are per order. So yours and his, for example, has this almost like a bathtub, slightly bigger for sleeping. It is like it's not a literal bathtub, but it's like a tank that's easy to climb into. The sleeping. But the other rooms currently have no such tank or anything, because obviously they don't know what kind of aquatic creature is gonna be there yet. Whether it's another thresh or anything else. The habitat room, however, is also like got amenities for you. So it has like all the floors and walls are like sealed and stuff, and there is a special kind of room condition control panel where you can control obviously like temperature, air conditioning, that kind of thing, but also like moisturizer in the air and stuff. Yeah, humidity sprays.
Oh, as soon as he finds this, he just turns it up to the max and goes like,
Yeah, Kurthor is just like, well, Kurthor is currently in meditation, and you know that he is. You can tell that he's trying to, or at least trying to be in the song. But yeah, as soon as you turn this up, you see he's like kind of tense meditating, and as soon as you turn it up, he's just like, ah. He doesn't even like. You don't even think he realizes what happened because he's in the song, but it's just like his body just like notices this and relaxes.
Yeah. But if he's meditating, I don't want to interrupt him. So yeah, he's just moving stuff around his room, trying to make it like his place. He have never had a room before, so he doesn't really know what to do with it.
Oh yeah. He's like at his desk. He like puts his pen, and then he's like,
Yes.
but I can turn it sideways. Oh.
Yes. He's customizing stuff in the most fucking basic way.
Yeah.
It's like playing with the light dimmer. Wow, I have control of the lights. I am the master of this world.
Have you seen Equilibrium?
Yeah. Of course I have seen it.
You know when Christian Bale like reorganizes his desk and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, I think it might be more optimal this way. I imagine Trike is like that. He just moves the cup from the left to the right, and then he's like, "Oh, I did something illegal." Oh.
After a while, he's going to go into the common room. So
actually, I mean, you are a bullet dancer basically. So yeah, I imagine
so
Equilibrium
really
is very fitting for you actually because of
Yeah.
how strict their rules are.
It is literally equilibrium.
Yeah. And now you're like, we just need Trike to save a puppy. That's all. I need to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, you're.
I do too.
Rye. Where is Rye? Rye is over here. In storage. What is Rye doing?
Well, I'm assuming that storage and maintenance is also nearby the garage and entry, because that is also the service entry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm assuming we have an engineering workshop.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking a look at what kind of vehicles we have, and you know, I've grown up part-time in a car shop, so
one thing
this is where
one thing you can take note of that that you can do after stream if you'd like is to find a name and image for the chief engineer. Yeah. Remember, images have to be paid for or generated. But the most important is the name. I can generate a picture if you don't have a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name.
I will come up with a name and a short backstory blurb.
Yep. Also remember, most employees in the offices aren't like super heroic. Oh, my dad was an elf who slayed a god, and I am a longtime hero who took an arrow to the knee. No, they're normal people. He might have some like supernatural bloodline, like he might be half fae or half elf or something, but apart from that, they are pretty plain people. Bear that in mind.
I have an idea already.
Good.
That's
awesome.
I'm certain it's gonna fit perfectly.
Awesome. So yeah, you are with this person, this unknown person, at least, fixing out. You've introduced yourself, and they have a bit unsure about you at first because, you know, like, they are trained master degree level engineers working on military vehicles, and then one of the soldiers is like, "Oh, I can help screw some bolts." It's like, yeah, no. And then, but then it doesn't take long for you to prove yourself as being competent in this field, and he actually puts you to some slightly more important jobs. Now, also because you're in a civilian garage, you obviously know a lot about how to fix and tune, clean, maintain all the vehicles and stuff. But the weapons and guns, which are also often repaired and cleaned here, is something you don't have knowledge about. But
Oh, no, I am not a gunsmith.
No.
I am a mechanic and engineer.
Yeah. So you can work on tuning vehicles and maintaining them basically. Pretty standard like garage stuff. You like take out the engine, unscrew it, clean all the parts, put it back together, kind of thing. And yeah, you do notice that they have their inventory is mostly like trucks, which you can tell are often made to look like service vehicles, like electrician trucks, like pest control, obviously, that kind of thing. Electrician vans, all this kind of stuff, of various sizes, trucks, vans, the likes. That's what most of their vehicles are, but as you are like repairing them and stuff and maintaining them, you do notice that they all have reinforced panels and walls. They're a lot more durable than they should be. Very often, like service vans are made quite cheap. Like the walls aren't exactly the most protective and stuff, especially not if you're in the back, which you're not supposed to be when it's moving. So, but you can tell that these are all reinforced. Like they could take a bullet.
I'm assuming they all have roll cages.
Yeah, they all have roll cages. They all have reinforced walls and panels. Like probably wouldn't stop too many bullets, but like a stray bullet at least should be stopped. If someone specifically stands next to a truck with an assault rifle, like spray and pray, the bullets would probably, at least some of them, go through. But yeah, random shots should be safe.
Good to know.
The same with the glass as well. You see that the glass would is reinforced and would most likely stop the common simple weapons, as we've marked them, like normal hunting or like over-the-shelf guns. But it would probably not stop the high caliber rifles or army weapons. You do, however, see that they do have some even heavier vehicles, but these are actually military vehicles, like Humvees. They have a couple of Humvees, like an APC, like a big truck meant for carrying lots of agents. And they do also have a couple of very undercover vehicles, like just normal civilian cars that have been reinforced, like would drive around a diplomat in, kind of. They have a couple of squad cars, police cars, and they have one. Currently, you assume there's space for two, but there's currently only one sports car, which is also that one you're not allowed to touch, but you do, like you have access to the paperwork, so you can easily see that that is much more heavily reinforced. Basically, it's a Bond car.
Interesting.
Yeah, you get some info from that. So yeah, that's pretty much everyone. You've all had some stuff to do here. I see that Kaito went to the library and did some well. Trike is mingling, I guess, the common room. And Zara, you only did your shopping, so is there anything else you want?
I've written in the chat. Basically, since this is essentially the first free time proper in the headquarters, and she has always dreamt of like, it's strange what you dream of when you're in a situation like Zara's, but for her, being able to fully kit out one of these types of rooms she's always wanted, and she always felt like the others she's seen had done like a terrible job at decorating their place. They had basically, to her, they were given like ultimate freedom, and you did this, you put up a poster and you put down some shit, and that's it. Like she's basically going to go to great lengths to get her room exactly like she wants. And
you have an entire city block.
Yeah.
yes, exactly. So she also is going around to different.
Shouldn't Sarah just have a like large closets? That's all the space you need.
I mean, I kind of imagine it like how a child might imagine their room is like, oh, this is the bedroom, this is the fortress,
Yeah,
this is the
this is the area. Yeah, exactly. This is the area where this happens.
Yeah.
This is the area. Yeah.
like
so
pillow
she's also
forts
going
and
to
stuff.
I think as a result, she's also going to go visit a lot of other agents and like get to know a lot of other agents as well.
Yeah, because there are some
And,
that
like,
you know as well around here.
Join me in the common room.
Like, I haven't added all their splash screens, of course, but at least you know Jenny, you know Birdo, you know Jazz is here, you know him. Like, if Jazz, you would know better than a lot of them, because he was, I believe he was one of the musicians.
Yeah. I remember Jazz.
Yeah. So, because I remember there was a little band kind of who got together every now and then to jam. That was Naz, Brask, Jazz. It was
Someone with a violin, wasn't it?
yeah, that was Miranda, who is now Commander.
Yeah.
He was the violinist.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he was the violinist of that group. And there was Fernandez, Javier,
Yeah.
who turned rogue, obviously, but he was one of those as well. That was the 5 of you. So yeah, Jazz,
So, yeah, I think I wanna go and talk to Jazz. Like, hey, so
Yeah.
she's the boss now. Hey,
Okay.
how do you feel about that?
So then I am gonna give everyone a second round as well of a little downtime socializing before we get to the mission. So let's start with you again, Zara. Then you go to Jazz and you find him. He is like in the common room. It's not a strict rule or anything. It just kind of happens because that's how it is in real life with clicks. It just happens. So like all the newbies are kind of around one area, and you have the captains like sat at the end desk, and like no one goes and sits with them, kind of. But you obviously don't care because Jazz is a friend. But that's also it's like it's not, as I said, it's not a rule, it's not anything. It just kind of happens that way, right?
Yeah, because you know who you know.
Yeah,
the people you went to school with and stuff
yeah,
like
exactly.
that. So you sit with them.
Please. So yeah, so you go and find Jazz. Nice. You go and sit with you go and meet up with Jazz. He is currently sat with. Oh yeah, that was good. He's currently sat with some other like captains, but no one of importance. You go up and he's like, "Hey Zara, how are you doing? Been a long time."
Hey, Jazz. Oh, nice to see a familiar face. So many new ones.
I know.
Exciting, isn't it?
We have grown a lot.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Man, but
not always a good.
No, and the fact that you need to grow at all is kind of disconcerting, isn't it? You'd rather want it to be unnecessary in these times, but So, Miranda, am I right?
A lot of things change.
So, how about she took over Argyle a bit, didn't she? What happened there?
Yeah, you kind of tell that he like takes a deep breath and he kind of looks at the other captains, and then he just says, "Fuck it," and he says to the other captains first, "This one used to work with Brask, so he deserves to know." And you see the other captains are like looking at each other like, because this is clearly like not protocol. They look at each other, but
Uh-huh.
they're like, yeah, okay, whatever. Jazz is the senior of those who are at the table anyway, so they're just like, yeah, okay, it's on you, mate. Kinda. And he says, he waves you a bit closer to him, and he says like, this is confidential. And as a new recruit, you shouldn't be knowing, but you know, you are who you are, so you should know. Back in 2020, after Uxmal, there was a lot of things happened. In the world, you know, the ley lines were, I should have put it, like, inflamed is a good word. Think of it, ley line.
Fucked. Fucked is also a good word.
That is also a good word. The something happened in Japan as well. It was where there was some group of cultists, or maybe it was hags or something. They summoned the big bad, managed to put something through the inflamed or fucked ley lines, and yeah, they summoned the big fucking monster.
Yep.
Like Godzilla or something. I don't know the exact details, but it was big.
That sounds vaguely racist to say that just because it's Japan they would summon a
Hey,
Godzilla
they
or
are
something.
proud of their Godzilla. They have a statue of it.
Right, still. Okay, fine. Go on. They summoned a Godzilla, and
Yeah.
then what?
Well, then they called for help, of course, and you can roll me a. Is it just perception? There's no like reading person or sight kind of.
Perception is. Yeah, well, I do have heart sight, but that is probably not what I'm doing right now. I'm just looking at a man.
Yeah.
So, yes, perception.
Yep. Yeah, so you can tell that he's like.
Do Sarah just subconsciously sit on people's hands when she talks to them?
Oh, she's like one of those like a friendly grandma or something who's on
Yeah.
constantly like, touching your hands, like, "Oh, have a nice day,
Yeah, it's
dear."
like, oh, dearie.
yeah.
Yeah. Yep. But not this time though. I think she used to a lot, but I think she's gotten very conscious about the the ethical nature of reading someone like that.
Yeah. So yeah, you can tell that he doesn't quite remember everything. You're not sure if he's been like mind wiped or if it's just because it's years ago. But you can tell that he's not
Yeah.
quite remembering all the details. And he says, well, they're all the faction formed a united strike against me. And they managed to. It's not dead, but it's not a problem.
Ah, that sounds like it's going to be a later problem.
Hopefully not. As far as I know, it is impossible for it to. Its whole is split into many parts, kind of like Voldemort, and but
I know that. I've recently watched that series. It's
good.
very cozy.
It's kind of like that, but imagine if all the Horcruxes, the parts of him, are sent to different planes.
Oh.
So
okay.
Very hard.
So that sounds awful.
For him.
Because the whole Harry Potter thing was that they did find the Horcruxes, and that had an effect on situations.
Yeah,
and
but
proceedings.
They were all in one plane, right? But
yeah, but they made them specifically hard to find and get, and yet somehow someone managed to do it.
It's
I mean,
fine.
I've traveled the plains, and I know a couple of people who are very easily able to do so.
It's
I mean,
fine.
shouldn't be impossible. Look,
Well,
all I'm saying is you owe me 50 AP if it comes to the worst, and some fucking group of hags tries to collect all of the soul pieces and summon this creature again. Okay?
he kind of like, oh really? Crosses his arms.
Yeah, really.
Hmm.
And it doesn't have to specifically be hags, just some sort of ominous, villainous force.
A cult.
Yeah, a cult.
40.
That's not exciting enough. I was gonna say 999 just so that I could get closer for the airstrike, but I feel like that's not realistic.
Hmm. Fine. But it has to be a sinister group that summons it.
Oh, so like if it's benevolent, it's not good?
I mean, if
How
it
do you judge cynicism? How do you judge the their sinisterness?
well, they're
The
trying to
sinister
summon the
nature?
giant monster.
Yeah, I feel like then it's not needed to be specified. If they try to summon a thing, they are by definition sinister.
Okay, let's rephrase it. If it's a group of one or more people, I'll allow you that, one or more people who is
Yes.
purposefully trying and succeeds.
Yes.
Good.
There we go.
Take on it. And he gives you his
Well.
finger. Yeah, because he's just pointing his finger at you. Do it.
Yeah.
Do you want to use this opportunity to hardside him?
Yes. Let's see. And then I have to do a secret perception check.
Yeah. So yeah, you immediately know his attitude. He's obviously friendly, and he's obviously in a good mood. His emotional state. He's enjoying this little reunion. As for the other stuff, he's not lying. He's not trying to be deceptive, but he is avoiding some facts. That's what you get.
She looks at him a little with not suspicion but like curiosity before she shakes her head. Hey, can you do me a small little favor? I know how all of the newbies really appreciate being seen by the senior staff. And well, we have this new team leader and he's really great. And I just want you to maybe, I don't know, invite him to eat with you sometime, maybe. It'll show the others that, you know, that you know him and respect him. His name's Kato.
Sure. And
Great. Thank you.
oh, and
Okay.
yeah. Long story short, before you go,
Oh, yeah.
Argyle was wounded in that fight and chose to retire.
Yeah. Huh. And what about the whole, you know, eye patch thing for Miranda?
He kind of shrugs. I think it's magical, but I don't know.
Oh, wait, so she doesn't have like a wounded eye? It's
No.
literally just an accessory?
As far as I know. I mean, she was at the fights, but
Holy shit, that makes so much sense. Oh, wow. Okay. And it looks great too, doesn't it? It's like a very, very nice
So-
statement piece. Okay, well,
I'm surprised you didn't know this, but I know you have a bit of beef. But yeah, apparently Argyle asked both Rask and Bushek to take their role, but they both turned him down.
to take. Wait, whoa! What the fuck? They asked Rask? Why?
I don't. he laughs. Like,
That stupid idiot is too busy fucking up Kingmaker.
Well, I don't know. I guess maybe in the long run it was a good thing that he said no.
Yeah. No shit. This place is still functional. It's got nice people here.
You
Sorry,
hear a little cling from his wrist, and he looks at it. Looks like my team is back from their mission, so you excuse me, sir. It was very
Right.
nice to meet you again.
Yes, you too, Jazz. I'll see you around.
And he heads off. Next is let's go to Trike again. Socializing in the common room. Is there anyone specific you'd like to talk to? You're muted.
Drake sees that Kaito is in the common room, and so so he walks over to Kaito.
Yeah. Sorry.
Huh.
I was
Hands.
Yeah. So you walk up to Kaito.
And kind of just stands there, just kind of how to say it? Kaito might find this strange or unnerving because he just kind of like stands next to you, doesn't face you, just turns so you're both facing the rest of the common room or rec room together, just looking everybody, and he seems happy to do this for a while.
I kind of look up from a book that I got from the library. It's probably some kind of like British classic of some kind.
Some Edgar Allan Poe.
I don't know, maybe Miss
I mean,
Marple.
Alan Poe is not a British classic.
That's true. That's
in
on
any
me.
sense of the word.
Yeah, it's in English though. So let's just let it slide.
Catcher in the
Maybe some
Rye. isn't
Byron. No, these are all American classics. We
Yeah.
should stop before we
Yeah,
embarrass
that's
ourselves
also
further.
American. Yeah. Never mind. I don't know British books apparently. Tolkien. I'm pretty sure he's British. Or Shakespeare.
What are you reading? I think
I
is
don't think
actually
it's-
the question
I don't
here,
think it's relevant.
Hawk.
But,
Yeah.
Probably a detective story.
Huh.
I say hi. Have you settled into your room?
It's adequate. It's very strange. But I did make it my own. I moved
Good.
a cup from one side of the desk to the other. I
Right.
was taught this by my socialization officer. I should find ways to express my own individuality.
That is a very important part of human society. Yes.
Oh my god.
Do you want to find out more about your own self-expression? Because he kind of just trying to figure out what to say to you.
I mean, I think one thing I think is perfect about this little dynamic is that Kaito is probably one of the most, I wouldn't say flamboyant, but like you choose.
Expressive?
Yeah, you have very specifically chosen your flashy suits, right? You're not dressing normal, like quote unquote, as normal people would, right?
I am choosing my own
Expression, yeah.
myself presentation.
Yeah, exactly. You're sticking to what you want and not to the social norms. And then you've got the other guy who is literally just like copy pasted from the book, right? I was told to wear this, and so I am wearing it. Yeah, please continue.
Yeah. Well. You asked. What was the last thing you asked? Because I don't
You'd like
remember.
to-
I kind
And he was like,
fell out of it.
do you need help with trying to find out what you like for your own self expression?
You said a very long think. Yes. Yes, I think I do.
Okay.
I think I would like
Do you
to
have
write.
any hobbies?
Oh, takes up a small notebook. You can see that he's flicking to H in the index. He's looking up hobbies, like the definition for it.
I see.
No. I have not yet acquired any hobbies.
I close my book. I
No,
put it
wait.
in my bag.
I do. Yeah.
No, continue.
Unless you don't watching television.
People would consider that a hobby, yes.
And that is my hobby.
And Kaito immediately says, "Let's find you a more interesting hobby."
Yeah, no, I put my hand on your shoulder and kind of just go, let's find you a hobby. And I guess I take you somewhere and like we go and try and figure out something you like.
I feel like there's a
probably
montage
failing
coming in.
hard, but I'm trying.
It's
I think we
an
need a
intense,
montage.
Yeah.
intense hobby montage. It's like every arts and craft thing possible. Just reading.
Sewing, painting, pottery. Just a bunch of montages of Trike doing things horribly.
And I think
and
also...
Kaito being amazing at all of them.
And all of them being like kind of art, like not artistic, but like, you know, healthy hobbies. You know, the kind of like good hobbies. I have also like late during the like later when it's starting to get close to bedtime. I think at some point Zara is going to Zara's going to come in and go like.
I imagine like what during that montage, one of the first
Yeah.
things is obviously music, as Kaito is a musician, and I imagine Trike playing a guitar like, oh, this is how you play a C, and then he's like C C C C C C. Try and mix it up a bit. C C C C A C C C C.
But what do you think we're doing, Kaito? Does this ring
Kaito's
true?
also Kaito is, you know, I think he like bit more than he could chew, so to speak. Cause like he's used to people being what?
No, sorry. No, continue.
You know, people being a bit weird is fine, but like he's so out of depth with you, like you have no clue what a hobby even is. So I'm not sure if we actually end up finding a hobby at all, because like you're not really necessarily earnestly trying to enjoy them for your own sake. You're trying to do them because I'm telling you to try them.
Well, 100%.
Yeah.
I have an idea what kind of hobbies he would enjoy, but until you hit them as a player character, I
Yeah.
don't think we're gonna find any.
Yeah, no. Probably first I would do like, okay, you like TV, you watch. You like TV. You only specify you watch TV, not liking it. So I don't know, music. I try like a book or two, but like clearly that's not really it.
I think
Yeah.
maybe one reason Trike watches TV and maybe thinks he liked it is because when he first arrived at Earth, like, when he was woken up, it was like his social teacher would have been like, yeah, you need to learn human culture, and one good way to do that is by watching TV. And so he watches TV.
Yep.
I have a suggestion though. Once you've tried everything and are exasperated for the night.
Well, I was gonna go in the end to try and figure out some more. Like, actually, I'm just, you know what? Let's go swimming. You like water, right? Let's go swimming. There's a pool here, right?
Yeah, the
Is there
training
a
room.
pool here?
Yeah, the training room had a pool. We established that.
Okay, let's go swimming. You like water. I take you for swimming.
Like, there's no slides or anything. It's not a nice pool, but it's
It's
like a literal training pool.
You know, working out.
Yeah, a
Working
workout
out is a
pool.
hobby. Let's work out with swimming. I
Where
don't know.
is the swimming room?
Left.
Is it
It is
right-
in here.
Ah. It was beneath my character sheet.
Before we go any more there, let's just move on though, because I'll come back to
Yeah.
you and you're swimming. But Rye, is there anything you want to do with your second?
Whereabouts in the HQ is in London, right?
Yeah.
Whereabout in London
We
Yes.
do have an address somewhere from in the notes of last season. I can't answer that now.
Yeah, if you look at the official Direwolf, the pin or address coordinates will take you to
That's just the middle.
Nelson's statue in Trafalgar Square or something.
That's just the middle.
So
yeah.
I guess we have an exit there.
Maybe, but I remember it's in like a factory/warehouse district along the Thames somewhere. I can't remember exactly where. But we did find a specific location in the last season.
Okay, I will go hunting a bit for that, and you keep going with Trek and Kaito.
Okay. Oh yeah, the chlorine and stuff. I imagine that's not the best for Trike, as Marius pointed out in chats. Imagine the chemicals we usually put into swimming pools are off-putting to Trike.
Oh.
Because there's like chlorine and stuff.
And it might be, that might not be.
Of the water that you're used to swimming in.
Do you like swimming, I guess, is the question.
Trake, if we're back at Trake, Trake does enjoy the sensation, but very much isn't bothered by the chlorine because of Trake's particular ancestry.
Post it in chat.
I can. Where do I post? How do I post?
Is it? Is the ancestry Phillips?
Don't
or
don't say it. Don't Phelps. I'm actually not sure how I post the item.
You don't.
Feet,
you don't.
And then isn't it a feat?
Oh yeah, I probably have a feed from it, right?
Yeah, it's probably an ancestry feat.
No, that's a normal ancestry feat.
I'll just say it.
Yeah.
He is a kind of trash that is not as bothered by pollutants, and he's also able to stay out of water for longer than other trash, which needs water every 24 hours. I only need it, I think, every 72 hours.
So the pollution doesn't affect you so much now. I mean, you could probably tell, but it doesn't bother you.
Oh yeah, very much so. I should have had some sort of like.
Yeah, I'm surprised there was
feed
no
for it. I think.
feed for it. I can look at that later though. But yeah, so how does he?
I mean, you just have poison resistance from your heritage, don't you?
Yeah, but it also
think it's
changes how
something like
long he can be without water.
Hey,
There should be
it's
something.
okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're swimming. Like, how did you respond to the question?
Yeah, I have poison. He enjoys it, but he enjoys it, but he doesn't feel like it's challenging him in any way. He's just walking in a room filled with air. It's about the same level of challenge and interest.
Yeah, it's like asking someone if they enjoy walking back and forth in the room.
Yeah, it's not a big pool even, probably. So
Yeah.
You know what? At some point, if we're able, we're gonna get you. We're gonna see if we can get you into some kind of diving class or something.
ooh.
You know what I just realized? Strike is probably the only person who doesn't mind swimming in the Thames.
Probably not.
Because of the resistance.
So I guess
Sounds
like at the end of like this montage, we go back to the common room, and I'm a little bit put out by like, oh, we couldn't find your hobby. We'll try and figure this out, okay?
All right. So
I still hope you had some enjoyment.
So then when you're in the common room, Sarah spots you. Oh, there you are, Drake. So I'm done with all of the canvassing. I think I figured out my room. So I thought I'd get some, get tired and tuckered out for bed. Do you want to go
You
shoot?
can see my hair sweat.
Yeah, we've been swimming.
Wanna go
You can
shoot some
see
guns?
you can see his face actually lights up. This would be adequate use of our time.
Cool. I've just got some new ammo. So, well, I'm not going to use that ammo, but
Mm.
still, that's fun. Let's go.
Mm. And as Triggs leaves you, Kaito, you realize this actually might have been one of the things you should have tried.
You cut out, so I actually didn't hear what you guys were went to do.
Sorry. As Trake is asked by Zara to go target practice, you can see his face actually has some mimicry that you could his face lights up in a way, and the speed which he says yes, let's go do that, and follows us to Zara, makes you realize maybe that this is perhaps one of the things you should have tried that actually would have counted as a hobby.
Kaito doesn't have a gun.
Yeah.
You didn't think of it. It's super fun.
So,
But he still doesn't know it counts as a hobby.
Yeah. That's just a fun thing I do.
Yeah.
That's not a hobby.
I go back to just like sitting in a corner in a common room playing music to myself.
Yeah. How do we do it when target practicing and ammunition? I assume we could just.
you have trading ammo.
It's expensive.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
it's
have
expensive being an agent.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I do want to buy more bullets at some point.
Yeah. Let me just do a quick check on something. So, from your previous mission, you would have all been awarded 10 gold.
We got 15 AP last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 gold.
Yeah, so you got 10 gold and whatever AP. We haven't rebalanced the AP, so
Yeah.
15 is a hand wave at the moment. We know which actions you got though, so we can rebalance the AP later. But yeah, you also get 10 gold each, or 100 pounds basically. Pounds equals, I think.
Yeah.
So you get that. But yeah, so you can buy ammo for that, like, and in the shooting room, shooting range, you have practice ammo. So it's cheaper made, and made in such a way as they can often be a bit reusable. Thank you for the follow, Lucifus. Lucifus. I'm gonna thank you for the follow. So you are going to the training room. I don't want us to do this too in depth though. You are at the shooting range.
Yeah, no, I don't need it. I just wanted a funny little cap
Yeah,
on
yeah.
them trying for so long to try and get a hobby
And then
going.
he goes in and swoops the victory, but nobody knows it. Literally nobody knows it. That's pretty good.
Rai, did you find the location or do you want to move on?
I could not find the location in the old session notes.
Is it important? though?
It was more about where we were, so if there was anything nearby in London, I could go out and do half the night.
Right.
But I go out and explore the area around us.
Yeah, that is fine. I think it is somewhere around. I can't remember exactly where, but I remember it was along the Thames.
Like, would it be over by Canary Wharf?
Probably
Because
so.
that is
Yeah.
the old factory district.
Yeah, I remember it was along the Thames. It might be in that area somewhere. I don't remember.
I'm looking it up. You guys continue.
Yeah, you go and explore the area. Obviously, there is like the usual stores like Sainsbury's and Aldi. remember any others. Iceland. There are stores. There are some bars and nightclubs and that kind of thing nearby. And it is the evening because you did the museum thing at daytime. Do it straight away. So it is the evening. So yeah, some of the bars and nightclubs. Well, the bars are pretty much open all day long in England, but the nightclubs are starting to open up as well, and there is stuff.
But yeah, I pretty much just go exploring.
Yeah, Guns and Glory does not have sub-machine gun ammos. No, because I don't think it's supposed to. Or does it have the gun though? Oh, yeah, because it has a machine gun. I think it's not.
Yeah.
Does not have an ammo for it. Okay. I'll add that quickly because it is important. The let me set capacity. Have some more. Okay, they have some more now. There now. Yeah, you check out that. One last thing I want to do of the downtime before we move on is after you come back from the shooting range, Trike, you come to your habitat, and you can tell that Kriltar is awake again. He seems like he's in a bit of a panic, like he's clicking away, because I guess like each of the rooms has like a little computer for you to use if you need, and he's like trying to click away. He's like clicking with one finger because he's also quite new to this. He's been here longer than you, obviously, but computers are still a bit foreign to him. Like human computers. We've used touchpads of alien graphs before, but human keyboards with why is Q the first letter? That makes no sense. And he's
No, that makes sense. But then why their alphabet begins with A? That's weird.
So he's like a bit confused on this, and but he is typing away some things. He seems to be a bit frantic, like he's got something on his mind.
I don't remember how that feature works, but I do have some telepathy, right?
I think you do. We have also established that you know he speaks obviously English common, and Thule do not share the same dialect of Thrush, I believe. Because because the species has been dominated so long and a lot of the culture is gone missing, you have that version of Thrush is unique to your song. Well, no, he was from your song.
Yeah.
He was from your song.
That's what I was going to say.
So you do speak the same Thrush. It was the guy who woke you up, the medic, who was from a different Thrush.
Yep.
Correct. This guy is from your
yeah, I am going to ask him what you seem discordant.
He turns around quickly. It changed, like.
What changed?
Our song has changed. Normally this wouldn't be a problem, but it is only you and me. Only you and me should be able to change it. It has changed. Someone else survived.
This is good news. So many lost voices. Such empathy. But you do not seem happy. Why do you not sing with joy?
I have not seen them. Were you introduced to this? And he's pointing at the keyboard.
I go over and look at it.
I probably showed
Can I
you
look
actually
at-
that it's part of the music.
Yeah. you've also had basic introduction to obviously the DIREWOLF system and computers and stuff, but how well it's stuck is up to you.
Yeah. I know how to use this. I find the home button and I just press it for a long time until it goes. And I tell him to speak to it, command it.
Show me all Threshy warriors. How does it... I'm sorry, could you please repeat that?
Playing Trashy Warriors.
True, yeah. Abort your mission! Abort your mission!
You have to press it again.
Oh, he presses it. Abort mission! And it actually does stop. Yes! One victory! That is not what I wanted.
No.
I have tried looking at and you actually. Oh, I learned this. And Abe. Tab. He presses that, and up comes a new window again that was there earlier.
Yeah.
With like
We're able to figure it out.
Yeah.
We're just being a
You're
bit.
you're just being a bit slow. But basically, you two managed to eventually look up the agent rosters, the public versions, or not public, but obviously, but the ones you have access to, which is basically just very limited information. But there are a lot of names in this that you can see, and you're basically trying to find all the names of all the Threshies who have been woken up and indoctrinated into DIREWOLF as agents. Because you're trying to see if you recognize any names from your song.
Yeah.
And I will allow you to roll a perception, or if you have it, computer lore.
Do not have computer lore. Are you? That would invalidate this entire.
It would.
I have Thule lore stuff, but that doesn't count. So I will roll a perception. This being Pathfinder,
It's the panel
what
on the
degree
left
of secrecy?
This can be public because you're scouring the PC. Either you find names or you don't.
Yeah.
You're not going to find any name which is wrong. You do not find anyone from your song. You do find some names you recognize from your pool.
Can I use my hero points?
You can. It's a D20.
I don't know why that became private, but you can reveal that.
Didn't help.
That was
hero
one more.
points.
So yeah, you find some names from your Thule squad, from your ship, like your team that the Thule assigned to you. But you do not find any from your song. Apart from the two of you, of course.
Maybe. Yeah, I do not recognize anyone, but maybe we should go look together.
You do also know that
indicating the song.
Yeah, you do also know that you can ask commanding officers if this is something that's like important to you. You do know you can put in a request for that. But yeah, he agrees and says, "Let us go in." He stands up, goes to the conditioner, puts up the humidity to max. Yes, your computer is waterproof. But he puts up the humidity to max, and then he sits down to meditate with you. I believe we're due for a break soon, so I will do this very quickly.
That's why I strategically tried to use my hero points.
Yeah. So, you in the song, you do indeed notice that it is different. Something has changed. You don't see any other people though, any other thresh, but you do definitely notice that it's changed. Someone else has been here. Just for reference for anyone watching the stream, the song is this species like mind play, where his as close as I can say to a family shares a psychic area together, and that's where they are right now. In your song, you meet Rizar. You do not see anyone else, but you do see that there is something. I will allow you to roll a society.
Sure.
This is recognizing
secrecy.
Yes.
How secret?
Blind. That I'm gonna reveal that because that's a good roll. That's a 19.
Nice.
Yes, you can tell from the changes. You can guess because after you woke up, everything had like kind of faded a bit, died out a bit, grayed down, kind of as the whoever formed it was no longer communicating that, right?
The resonance of everybody's voices had kind of calmed down.
Yeah.
So it's more empty.
You don't see the person, but you do recognize the pattern of the changes that have been like what's been restored, and you can put together that it's Tazim. Who was your mentor?
Yeah. This is big. Potentially. But I don't see sensor there, right?
No, you don't. You don't
can
censor.
sense
But
her resonance.
Yeah, it's like you go into a house that's been abandoned, and you see everything, and you're like that you've been grown up in, right? But it's abandoned and it's decayed and everything, and it's very sad. And then one day you go in and you see that the hat is on that specific knob that your dad always used to hang it on. You see that the wardrobe is shifted a bit to the left because he had disagreed with your mom. That kind of thing. You see those details, which is like, this is Hazin's like personality of it, clearly, like her actual. You can. That's the kind of thing you tell. You see all the small signs that is like, yeah, this is her essence.
Is wait, is Cruther there with me in the song?
Yep, he is with you in the song.
I point this out to him.
Yeah. He didn't realize this. As soon as you say it, he's like, "Of course, it's her." Like he recognizes the patterns as well. But you pointed, but he didn't think of it until you pointed it out, and he's like, "Ah, of course, yes, it must be. So she's alive. But we must find her. Please, brother, let us appeal to our commanders for a search. Put her on a wanted list of sorts. Must find if she's out there.
This we must. For at any cost. I look at him.
I have been coming here.
We owe these humans a lot, but we must gather. We must gather our cluster. If there's anybody out there still alive.
I have been coming here when I can, but she hopes to catch someone else. Yeah, puts his hand on your shoulder and would appreciate it if we could perhaps take shifts. She comes here when I am unavailable. You must speak to her.
Sing no more. I understand.
For now,
And yeah.
I will request to my officer. Good news, brother. Our song shall again reach a chorus.
This duet might be at an end.
I answered that because while that sounded like a sad thing, it is actually a very good thing.
Yeah.
So he smiles at that and fades
Yeah.
as he wakes up.
Hmm.
And with that,
I think Drake remains with the song a little bit because he's just meditating as well.
so with that, we will take a break, and when we return, we will start the next mission. It will be the next morning.
Nice.
10 minutes.
How long? Yeah.
Okay. So we will have a 10-minute break stream. Be back with in 10 minutes. See you then.
Yep. See you then.
Bomb! Oh my god. Oh my god. I just got flashbanged to death. What is this? What is going on? That was me!
So I'm activating my little bot.
What's the range of the bot?
120 feet.
What the fuck? Sniper bot much?
Yeah.
But this is possibly the worst paint job I've ever seen on a piece of Lego. If it even is a paint job. If it's a decal, that's even worse. Let's see if I can focus on this. Because this is... I mean...
I see you climbing up there.
I'm just looking, dude. Come and get me, Storm, you bitch. Cannot harm me. I'm a pharaoh. I don't even know what rain is.
This is like...
Oh fuck! Are they going around the island to our ship? Uh-oh.
That skeleton is coming on land. Whoa.
Oh my god! Help me!
What?
It was on me!
That.
Oh, he's... okay.
Tayo, you need to repair.
Whoa!
What happened?
I don't fucking know.
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened? I spun around.
I'm in a...
He rammed us!
That was ramming?
Bomb! Oh my god. Oh my god, I just got flashbanged to death. What is this? What is going on? That was me!
So I'm activating my little bot.
What's the range of the bot?
120 feet.
What the fuck? Sniper bot much?
Yeah?
But this is possibly the worst paint job I've ever seen on a piece of Lego. If it even is a paint job. If it's a decal, that's even worse. Let's see if I can focus on this. Because this is... I mean...
I see you climbing up there.
I'm just looking, dude. Come and get me, Storm, you bitch. Cannot harm me. I'm a pharaoh. I don't even know what rain is.
This is like...
Oh fuck! Are they going around the island to our ship? Uh-oh.
That skeleton is coming on land. Whoa.
Oh my god! Help me!
What?
It was
Wow.
on me!
That...
Oh, he's... okay.
Tayo, you need to repair.
Whoa!
What happened?
I don't fucking know.
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened? I spun around.
I'm in a...
He rammed us!
That was ramming?
Bomb! Oh my god. Oh my god, I just got flashbanged to death. What is this? What is going on? That was me!
So I'm activating my little bot.
What's the range of the bot?
120 feet.
What the fuck? Sniper bot much?
Yeah.
But this is possibly the worst paint job I've ever seen on a piece of Lego. If it even is a paint job. If it's a decal, that's even worse. Let's see if I can focus on this. Because this is... I mean...
I see you climbing up there.
I'm just looking, dude!
We are back. So one player down. We will hopefully be here soon. There he is. But we are back.
How are we missing?
You.
You?
But I've been here the whole time.
You weren't answering though.
Silly guys.
So we're back. It is the next morning. Is there anything immediate you want as like a follow-up from last night? Cover Trike, you I can say quickly you sat meditating for a while, and no one else popped up.
The only
No
thing
one
for
else
me is
joined
that
the call.
Yeah, no one else joined the call. What do you think?
the only thing for me is that I've put in the requests for my room that I planned.
Yeah. That is fine.
That's it.
Kaito? Any
Yep.
important?
Nope. I probably spent the rest of the night decorating my room a bit, but like doing just stuff.
Yeah. Bry? Any? Oh, okay. Then we move on to the next morning. Your alarm clocks. If you're a late sleeper, your alarm clocks. If you're in your habitat, your PC screen, they light up with a saying you have a mission. Go meet your handler. If you're in the common room, someone will just tell you. Matter, you at least are go to your handler, which
I am assuming that at this point, at least one of you guys knows that Rai is not a morning person and goes to wake her up.
So even with your alarm,
I think that is probably it's probably Zara.
Yeah, you go wake up Rai. For reference, I'm guessing where you would meet up with your officer in would be the situation room.
Yeah.
I'm also looking at the map and like you have to go through the IT department or the analysis office apparently, but whatever.
Analysis office.
Yeah. I guess you
I
go
mean,
through
there
analysis.
could just be a core. Like, remember, all of the
Yeah,
rooms here are abstract.
Yeah.
They're just locations, so there could be a corridor between them.
Yeah, they could. There is probably a corridor. Let me draw a line. Probably a corridor here, like so. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that makes sense. And how about this? That one. Go. Better. Thank you. So yeah. You wake up Rye. Trike, are you a morning person?
I don't know what the circadian rhythms norm are for Thresh's race.
Yeah.
For Thresh's, I have no idea.
You at least get
So now
maybe
it's
he's
up
a
for
more-
you to decide.
He's a morning person today.
Yeah. Then you're probably gonna have that. The computer comes on and says that you are requested in the situation room. Meet with Captain Moon. So
Nice.
yeah, I can drag you if you want to do it yourself.
Oh, sorry, I didn't understand. I had to actually move my character.
You don't have to, but it's nice to know where everyone is.
It's fine.
And for
I'm
like,
there.
if you were role
I was
playing that
busy
you went,
fiddling around with the corridor.
yeah, and if you, yeah, and like if you wanted to role play that you went to the wrong room, for example, I don't know. But anyway, you are in the situation room. You meet with Magnus. Let me find his splash again. Is
So cool.
under agents
I like
because that is the group's own. So the players, and there we go. Magnus one is probably make my camera a tiny bit smaller. I know the pop-ups always appear just behind my name, my head. But anyway, I'll have to do that after stream. He meets you and says, "Good morning, agents. I have a mission for you." And he slaps a dossier, or not a dossier, but a brief on the table. Give this one. You are to head to Germany. We are sending you to Munich.
Exciting.
I need you to relieve a different team of their takeout duty and observe the targets.
Ooh, fun. That sounds eminently doable. Who's the target?
The target is...
So,
Yes?
continue. No, sorry.
Target is Zoe Fazio. Shows you a picture. I do have a splash, but I want to save the splash until you actually meet her. Also, I will reset the hero points to 2 because we had a break. But there you go.
I spent 1.
Yeah, so just do that manually, then turn yourself back to 1.
Yeah.
He shows you a picture. It is a tanned, young-ish girl with probably not every one of you reacts, but at least I'd assume Kaito and Rai react. She's a tanned girl with white hair, young, which is not that common for mortals. Common human. Be that young with white hair. Yeah, tanned girl with white hair. The picture is not like a mugshot. It's like a paparazzi shot. Someone took from hiding with a zoom lens. And she's got like typical school uniform. You'd guess she's around like university level, young adult / teen. And he says, Moen says, the target is a dreamer. He is aware of the supernatural and has She has not shown any signs of supernatural ability herself, but we know that She has some supernatural heritage, hence why her memories of the supernatural have not been removed. We want you to go observe her and make sure she is protected if anything.
Do you suspect anything might happen?
I do not, but
Or is it more
I do
just in
not,
case?
but she is considered a subject that we need to keep an eye on. As standard, then, of course, in case of any other agencies, if they deem her necessary, they might attempt something, and therefore all agents must be prepared for an encounter, whether or not it's expected to happen.
So, wait, if she's potentially magical, are we suspecting that maybe the Kingmakers might swipe her up? Someone like that?
There are many factions in the world, and your job is to make sure that no one attempts to swipe her up.
But what if she wants to go?
But if she wants it,
If she
so
wants,
bad.
if she seems willing, you will call me immediately.
You
Alright.
said she had some supernatural heritage?
Correct.
Okay, a good classic
What
stakeout.
kind of heritage?
That is not for you to know.
Yeah, it specifically says do not ask questions here in very big bold letters, actually. That's interesting.
Now,
It means
Should
it's
not ask
classified.
questions.
now
Yeah.
you will. I have scheduled a flight for you. And he gives you the papers for the flight. It's from a private strip just outside London. You will be arriving in Munich airport, where an agent will meet you. You have met him before, so it should not be an issue finding him. And he will take you to his safe house. There, you will relieve the existing team of their duty and take over. That understood?
Yes, sir.
Understood, sir.
Good. Off you go.
Drake nods.
Yeah, gives you a little salute and heads up. You know that like it's not in. Speaking of that, you know that like in DIREWOLF, it's more like just a friendly salute wave. There's no like you have to stand attention. It's not a military.
Yeah.
It's but you know that it is polite to give a little salute when you leave. Anyway, he does that. He leaves.
Yeah. Would we know from our training that this is if this is a relatively common type of mission, like keeping an eye on dreamers?
You do know that it is common. You know that usually it's only one agent assigned for this kind of job to just keep watching dreamers, unless there is like suspicion that this person might blow up or something, right? Like if it's suspected that it is a supernatural entity, and you need to make sure nothing gets out, then you send a team.
Yeah.
But
So basically, from what I can gather, is that this person is a dreamer, but probably has some latent supernatural powers that might come out.
Or she is family of someone important.
Yeah, that too.
From what you know of training, this is kind of unusual. It might be also because you are fresh, and so they're just assigning your team to it as almost like training, right? Like go do this boring task because you're the interns, kind of. It could be that. It could also
For how
be.
long does these kinds of things tend to be? Is this a week or 3 months kind of deal?
Most likely a week. It does vary. There have been cases where one agent is assigned to watch a dreamer for a long period, as players know. Brask's stepdad, was his handler until he joined the agency. Was his observer until he joined the agency. and so that was a
Mhm.
lifetime commitment, literally. But those situations
We have
those
a note of not
Yeah,
contacting.
you have a note of not contacting. Those situations where it's a lifetime of observing is also very rare. Usually in situations like this, it's between a week and a month. And then you swap with a different agent. Big shifts. If there's contact involved, it's more of an undercover thing, and then obviously it's a commitment until something changes about the situation. But this is a no contact one, which means you're just watching until the next team takes over.
Oh, this
Okay.
sounds like it's going to be infinitely boring.
Yeah, but let's be. From what I can tell, then probably nothing's gonna happen. But let's keep an eye out for other people trying to contact her or her powers awakening. So it seems to be the two major possibilities.
Right.
So-
I'm gonna go and get some scrolls. Yeah, I feel like probably not very useful with spells that kill and maim at this point. Should probably get some more utility ones. Maybe one that turns me into a cat. That sounds nice.
Do they have scrolls there?
Yeah, why wouldn't
And
they?
then I kind of look around.
It's in the armory. Or requisition, just like else.
Mm.
I went through and added
saw.
actual doorways to stuff.
That's nice. Yeah, we do also, FYI, Alistair has the Figma, so we can actually update this picture, and I'll upload it one. We need to.
Nice.
But yeah, so you do some requisitions. You can go ahead. If it's for anything that's not in the 3 shops, then you will have to ask me, of course. So, for example, for the scrolls, is there anything specific you?
I think pest form is the most prominent one.
Mhm.
I've been looking into others, but I think pest form and maybe charm, but likely not, because it doesn't help to use that spell when you're a little pixie. I feel.
Yeah, pest form is a first level, so that should be fine. Roll of first level is there. Roll of first level is 4 GP, so you should afford that already.
Yeah. I will.
That is a common enough spell that they would have it. Yes.
Yeah, because then I can learn it.
Yeah. Again, I know that Pathfinder separates things by common and uncommon, but this again is not Galarian. So when it comes to any magical items, ask before you buy. A lot of them are especially the low-level magical stuff, are easily available in the armory through requests. So you don't really need to worry about it. But there are some items obviously that are limited, and need to be.
How much would that cost?
For a level 1 scroll? Or how much would what cost?
Like a spell like that?
Like
a spell like pest form or something.
That's a level 1 scroll. It's a scroll of... I'm doing control space to search.
4 GP.
First level is, 4 GP. Unlike certain other RPGs, Pathfinder 2nd Edition actually has prices for all their scrolls and magical items.
Yep.
So you can actually just search
How
for
convenient.
it. Yeah, I know. You would have thought that you would think that's something you would want available at all times. Anyway, moving on. You can buy that, of course, as I just said. A lot of them, it would simply just be a yes, it's available, and then you can buy it with normal coin. If it's something that's harder to come by, I would say you'd have to make a request, which means an AP, positions a request.
Yeah.
And if it is actually hard to get, they will put in an order to have it shipped from either Sealy or Unsealy, in which case it will take time and AP.
Yeah.
That's basically how.
I'm assuming that we are just afforded wireless communication equipment.
Why would you assume this?
Yeah, why would you assume that? You have
Okay.
your phones. Not all of you have a smartphone though, but you have phones.
Yep.
Which you can use. However, you are given one smartwatch, which is given to Kaito, as you were appointed not captain, but squad leader.
Mm-hmm.
Which basically
Ah,
means
that's
nothing. You don't have any higher rank than the other players. You're just the
Just have
go-to
more
person.
responsibility without the pay.
Yeah, you're just the go-to person. You're the person who.
Just adding it.
Alright, I'm gonna just roll for learning the spell. Yeah, and I.
Until we get it as something else, I just have it like that, which is fine because I'm the one with the flip phone.
Mhm.
Mm.
So you have the smartwatch.
So I probably like give everyone else like a number for the phone for the smartwatch as well, so that we can all contact me.
Yeah.
If there is a problem.
Yeah. Just make sure that everyone has two-factor on their phones.
Hehe.
So you get a watch. You get to buy anything you want from the armory before you head out. You don't have much time though. So basically, you get the armory, buy stuff. You get to pack your bags, and then you basically.
Yep.
How does covert travel work again? I mean, we've given ourselves some problems by selecting characters that suck at camouflage.
You will
Shall
probably.
we
You will
roll
probably.
some-
You say we as if anyone but you have this problem?
You said opted to play alongside my character, so.
I mean, I could probably help you do a disguise, but it would be like a physical disguise,
You are.
like
You
my
are.
disguise kit.
You are traveling from London via a private airstrip. That doesn't mean people can't see. I mean, airports. Not that many in Norway, but airports in many places of the world do tend to have plane watchers. Just, I don't know, hobbies. People like watching planes, and they stand just outside the fences and taking pictures of planes because they enjoy it. So, even though it's a private airstrip, you boarding.
It's a hobby.
Yeah, even though it's a private airstrip, you boarding the plane
Wouldn't be for me.
wouldn't be secret. It's very
Did you hear
visible.
that right? It's a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would be for me.
So yeah, you do need a disguise for the plane. Also, you are landing in Munich Airport, which is public, so you will need a disguise getting off as well. The journey itself
But we're
is.
not
Which is what I'm
like-
saying, like I have disguise kit.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
I can help you.
You disguised him.
I
in
was
the previous
about.
one.
Yeah, I was about to say we probably don't need to like formally go through the passport control because it's all the EU, but that's all the information.
England is the EU.
Exactly.
No, you do need a passport control for that now.
Yeah. How in depth do we want to go on that? Because that could be a real problem for us. So do
No,
we just wanna...
it's not.
I'm assuming Direwolf has fixed us proper IDs.
It won't be like I like bringing up the concern because it is something that might pop up in future missions, but where's that handout? Factions. But Germany is wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there's plenty of systems and backdoors in place
Yeah,
to kind of get us around the wolf territory.
Yeah, it's no different than like a diplomat or like I remember the name of it, but like international task forces, right? You have your ways of. You don't stand in queue at security and show a badge to the X-ray machine that you're allowed to have a gun in your suitcase. You do go through the back doors, obviously. So that's not a problem.
There is one spell I want to look up and see if they have.
Mhm.
And that's a first level command.
First level command should be fine. Uh,
Remember that for you won't be able to learn from scrolls or learn spells. You will be able
No,
to cast
but
them
like it
from
would be
scrolls,
good
but
to
yeah.
have. It would be good to have just in case I need to get the target to run away if something
Yeah.
happens.
Yep.
Spell scrolls are super useful.
yeah, because
Just like
Yeah.
not just for the long term gain, but the short term as
yeah,
well.
because Bard can't prepare any spell. They still have known spells.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, having a scroll is still useful for you, even though you can't learn from it. That is fine. You do also notice that, like, obviously they write this down. They do write down what you've been purchasing and stuff. Just
I'm
in...
trying. Yeah. I'm trying to find it. Was it control space?
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
control
to-
space. And then just search for the spell and then drag it into your inventory and then it'll prompt you to create a scroll or a wand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
that's
guys pay
smart.
money for this, or is this something
Yes.
we're getting?
Let's see here. There,
It's money.
consumable. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna take away 4 of my gold. Okay.
Direwolf is an inherently capitalistic agency. We all have to pay for our own shit.
I mean, you're getting
inherently
paid as well. But yeah, it's not like they don't hand out.
It's company town.
Yeah.
It's company town mentality.
But yeah.
I'm ready at least.
Who was this started by? Henry fucking Ford?
You have all your gear. I assume the other two, Rai and Trike, don't need to buy anything, or you've already done it from the stores. Again, the stores.
Hey, who did I borrow?
The stores
Who
you
did
don't
I
need to ask
borrow
me.
0.10 GP from?
You borrowed silver from me.
Yeah, you can. You have been reimbursed. Just because it was.
Also, we do have the party sheet, and which has its own stash. Remember, so if you want to have any shared items, go ahead and put it in there.
Nice.
Yep.
And we can also I'm just going to say it straight out, we can also just hand wave a lot of things in the stash. For example, if you want to put the scroll of command in the stash, then I'd allow anyone to use it, even if you're technically in different rooms, the whole lot of you. I don't really care about the minutia of that. The only exception is, of course, like, if you have a rocket launcher, I'd like to know who's carrying it. That can't go in the stash. But small things like that, I don't really care about. Like the scrolls.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything to help this guy's touch? Trike?
Yeah, you
Trike.
can,
Yes,
if, Trike, do you have deception?
I believe I have
Training?
stealth, but
Of deception?
perhaps.
You do have deception. You're quite good at it.
I have.
Because you did
plus
you
7
did your
in deception.
feints.
I meant, are you trained in it?
I am.
Yes, then you can roll, you have plus 7, and Kaito has...
Plus 8.
Then, Trike, you can roll an 8. Roll a deception. And here I have the... There it is. You do not see it, sadly. Then, Kaito, please roll a hidden.
I will use a hair point if it's too low if it fails.
Yeah, I forgot. I kind of defaulting to rolling blind because that's.
That's
it's easier to make a roll public than to make it blind after the fact. So.
Mm-hmm.
You did use a hero point. I think I automatically retracted it.
Did it? I might have accidentally clicked. I don't know. Let me check. Yes, it's been detracted.
Nice. So yeah, I can just right click and hero point as well then.
Can we buy healing potions?
Good question. I don't think so at the moment. There are replacements though. There are painkillers and stuff added to the
We have
custom.
first aid kit and painkillers.
Yeah, you have first aid kits. You have painkillers. We added, and even though it's a level 5 item, you can buy them.
I just can't find the painkillers anywhere.
The
in,
painkillers are found on the
consumables.
consumables, not in the store.
Yeah, it's also on control space. At least. That's a custom item, so it's not in the normal browser, I don't think. There is a way to do that though, which I will inform you of. If you go to your inventory and you click the magnifying glass, you have this browser, and then go to settings. On the top right, I believe you can add the DIREWOLF compendium.
And we don't have a settings there. It's just you.
Oh, okay. I have added all the DIREWOLF stuff. So,
Well, I find painkillers. I don't really know why you're going on about. I have painkiller, lesser greater,
Yeah.
medication, and items.
Yeah.
So
okay. You can buy those. I'd say potions are a request thing because they would fall under magic items.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did not really have access to that in the original one, so
No.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, moving on. I know the deception, so I know the costume, which is the quality of the disguise, and so we move on. You get to the airport, the private strip, board the plane, and head off Munich. Unless anyone wants to bring up any specific things that they talk about or happens on the flight, I will just move you straight to Munich.
Yeah.
Let's jump straight to Munich. We have dilly-dallied enough.
Yeah. So, Munich.
It's black because we cannot see
Yeah, I'll fix it.
on the screen.
Figure lighting, no vision. Save. Okay. Party. That's a very big party. Because my grid is.
That is a